Okay, guys, we've discussed ribs on both shows, Jack on the Go, Cooking with Jack, but let's finalize it right now. Ribs are not supposed to fall off the bone. Even though this is called Fall Apart Bourbon Ribs, they look great. I'm sure they're going to be awesome. I've been looking at picture after picture, recipe after recipe, putting together the ingredients that excite me. So I've got a simple recipe here, but the way ribs are supposed to be, you slightly tug. And then when you pull the meat off the bone, it should come clean off the bone. That's the perfect rib. And if you disagree, I'm sorry, but I don't want mush. So I'm hoping these aren't where the bones just kind of fall out. I hope these have a little bit of a bite to them. We'll see. I have no idea. I might burn them like I did the turkey, huh? So anyway, you never know what's going to happen on the show. So let's get going. Coming in close, and we're going to start with the ingredients list. And we'll talk about the different meats we're doing because different people like different things. And then we will get our bourbon barbecue sauce on. All right? Okay, so this right here is mine. This is my love. I barely ever find lamb. So when I found this lamb, it's all they had. I grabbed it all, okay? So there's lamb riblets here. Then this is for Brianna and Jack, and they're going to split this rack. And these are baby backs, just basic baby backs. Well, Tammy doesn't like ribs, so we go with steak with her. So we're going to cut a piece of this to a nice sized steak for her. We may just do the whole thing, I don't know. And then we're going to cook all three meats with this bourbon barbecue glaze sauce we're going to create. So let's run down the ingredients for all three meats, okay? We got ketchup, brown sugar, soy sauce, Worcestershire, got anise, and then we've got allspice, and then we've got the star of the show, bourbon, okay? If you've never cooked with beer or alcohol, the flavors are incredible. The alcohol cooks out, the flavor remains, and you have a heavenly dish, all right? Let's get started. All right, guys, so what we've done is we've got tins out with our meat, got the meaty sides down with the ribs, okay? Then we've got our steaks, and what we're going to do is we got water on the stove right now boiling. We're going to put boiling water in here to cover the meat, and then we're going to season the water, and then we're going to seal it with foil, okay? Those are the steps we're taking. I'll show you how it works, okay? All right, let's show you what we're talking about here. We're just going to do one container to show you what we're talking about. Put enough boiling water in that the meat's covered. There we go, a little bit more. There we go. Now the meat's covered. Then you're going to take your seasonings. If you've ever smelled, like you could smell the seasoning right now hitting the hot water. If you've ever smelled like anise, it smells like black licorice. Put a little bit more in. Okay. All right, so we're going to cover this with foil and go to the next one. Little anise, little allspice, and we're going to cook this in the oven at 320 degrees for 2 hours, each one. Season, well, water, then season, then cover, then cook. 2 hours. The meat is almost done. It's been cooking for about 2 hours. We got about 15, 20 minutes left. We're going to start working on the sauce because we're going to be saucing the meat in a few minutes. So let's put in the brown sugar first. We're using this pot because we're going to have to heat it up. Okay, mustard. There we go. By the way, that was Dijon mustard, not regular. Then we got ketchup. Then we'll throw in some hot dogs next. No, just kidding. Okay. Grate that. Okay, then we're gonna pour in the star of the show, right there. That's your bourbon. Whew, you can smell that. Soy sauce. And that's Worcestershire sauce. Then we're going to put this on the stove and let this all melt and all of it mixed together. As I said, drain the water. We drained all the water. The seasoning's left behind. Okay? And then we got our pot of sauce. A beautiful bourbon flavor. And we just start brushing it. Remember, we put meaty side down. So what we're going to do is brush these. And I know this looks funny. This is lamb. That's why. I love lamb. Now once you're done saucing all your stuff, or if you have somebody else helping you, put your temperature from 320 to 340. You're going to put it up for the last 30 minutes, okay? Okay, still saucing these ribs, just letting you know that once you turn the temperature up and you've sauced all the ribs, put the ribs back in, meaty side up. And that's going to go in for 30 more minutes, okay? Then after that, it's nothing but goodness. All right, here's the interesting thing. None of these ribs were trimmed, so bones came out like crazy. Usually, you know how the lamb is trimmed up in the French restaurants. This is your baby back. That looks beautiful. All right, let's give it a try. All right. If there's meat hanging off the rib, that's the first bite you should take. It really is. You all know how to eat, right? I love baby backs. But lamb, I like lamb even more. Oh. Wow. Perfect. It's not falling off the bone like I wanted. It needs a slight tug, and it comes off cleanly. These are amazing. Great recipe. You guys try this at home. Let me know what you think. I love you, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.